we look across this part of the world, we run cattle for 50,000 acres. And I was 10 or 12 years old. It was in the springtime. We were riding across this. I had looked down and I stopped. I saw a brass, and it was a headstone. And it was in Japanese. And then in looking around, there were more than just that one. It's been with me for a long time. In fact, I think it epitomizes what happened here. That population, a cemetery is something that is sacred for them, and it had been forgotten. I would be very surprised if they aren't here still.
I grew up at the time of World War II. The irony was we were fighting a war against racism. And yet, by an executive order of President Roosevelt, people who had done nothing wrong, except they were of Japanese ancestry, were interned.
More than 100,000 men, women, and children, all of Japanese ancestry, removed from their homes in the Pacific Coast states to wartime communities established in out-of-the-way places.
I have to confess, I gave my father a hard time because I read the civics books and I read about, the ideals of American democracy. And I'd say, Daddy, I would have gotten my friends together and gone downtown to the Federal Building, and we would have protested. We would have demonstrated. This was unjust. It was against our Constitution. And my father said, yes, but what do you think would happen if I did that? I had to worry about you, your mother, your brother, and your sister. They were pointing guns at us.
So I left Syria because I want to live, because there's no life there.
Yeah, the current situation is really frightening. It brings to mind what we went through. How many times was it said that this should never happen again? And God forbid.